Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time it's the top 4 of the LCS, new format by the way, and we have Paulo, PRRJ, Goncalves versus Jesse Cotton, both very good players. You've probably heard of both of them before. I want to give both of their channels a shout out. Subscribe to PRRJ Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube. And make sure to go follow Duelist Academy on Twitch. Both of the links in the description down below. And with that being said, let's just hop right in. So we're going to see them tie. And then we're going to see Paulo win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So he's going to get to decide and he's going to go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. You know how we are about consistency on the channel. He's going to go first. Opening hand is Cursed, Bell, Ash, Conquistador, Nib. Oh. That's poor. I was honestly expecting a crazy hand from him. He was opening crazy last time we watched him. But still, 3 hand traps, has his Eldlich engine. The only problem is that these just aren't going to do much. He has Alpha, Nova, Lancia, Field Spell, Prep. So he's main decking Lancia. That's because he's going for the Vanity's Ruler combo, and you need this to beat Qinglong. But very interesting thing about Drytron is that I actually, round 1 of the tournament yesterday, I said this deck will get second place and Virtual World will get first. So I need Jesse to win here and then lose, which is weird, but I need it. Also, I forgot to turn the camera on. But the hands are good. His hand's good, his hand's not good. And the only thing is, his hand's not good. The hand traps are going to do something for 1 turn, but the next turn everything's going to happen again. He's going to pay 8, feel great, add Lord, and then drops Lancia. He says rip, because he was going to Lord effect Sen, right? So he was obviously doing that to play around Scarlet. I was just seeing what his play was. Was he actually going to do that, leaving him with 0 interruptions? I actually don't think so. I think he was going to do the same thing if Lancia got dropped or not. Passes, draws Herald of Orange Light. Says, yup, 1 time I win, lol. Activate Prep. Chain Bell. Again, adds back from grave. Checks on resolution. Bell very good versus that. We've seen him use Bell a lot. It's going to activate Nova. Bring out Zeta. And then Alpha effect. Tribute for cost. Chain Ash. Yup. Then Zeta. Get rid of Alpha. Bring itself out. And then get the search for the ritual spell. Activate the field spell and add Nova, but it's just not doing much because you already went through one. So this is Link Karibo, poke, pass. Yep. Takes 300, pass turn. Draws Tanky. Then pay 8, feel great. That's going to add Wakero. And then Lord effect. He's going to use that, send Link Karibo. I'm actually so curious if he was going to use Lord effect turn 1. And if he just said RIP for nothing. I'm curious. At Paulo, I need answers. And then activate Tanky. That's going to let him search Whiptail. So he knows Ritual Spell Nova. 1 unknown in hand, which means he can't get hit by Herald of Orange Light. Because, there's only 1 unknown. Normal summon out Whiptail. And go into good old Tiger, then Trident. Lord bring itself out, so he's not poking with Trident because cursed. Then poke for 35. set Walkero. Like, obviously, he's not going to go Trident, pop Cursed after Lord bringing itself out. That's just, it's not going to happen. Conquistador, set Scarlet. And then pass play. Draws Dawn Knight. Not what you want to draw if you're him. Activate Nova. That's going to summon out Gamma. He has access to so many Drytron effects now. That's why this deck's so crazy in the grind game. Like, people are drolling this deck and they're playing like Altergeist. And then, you know, this deck just makes a comeback. Doesn't mean Droll's bad versus this deck. It just means like this deck's crazy at grinding. He's gonna activate Alpha effect, getting rid of Gamma, chain Walkero. Obviously hitting the Alpha out of grave, and then he admits defeat. That Dawn Knight draw was just not getting him there. So now moving on to the next game, we're gonna see Jesse go first, obviously. Opening hand is Nadir Servant, Bell, Gamma, Bell, Droll. That is 3 hand traps, Nadir Servant. That's nice. And like very strong hand traps too. And then he has Red Reboot, Ben 10, Cyber Emergency, Alpha, Nova. So he's just gonna set this. Alright. Activate Nova. That's gonna bring out Zeta. Or does he keep it in hand? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Then he's gonna activate Alpha, get rid of Ben 10, bring itself out. He's gonna get the double search, add Ben 10 Alpha Alpha, and then Ben 10 effect, change roll. So he doesn't get the search obviously because he chains. Go in the Union Carrier. Effect on itself, he's gonna chain Gamma. That's solid. Ooh, you don't summon Gamma in this zone, by the way. He hasn't been punished by it yet, and you can tell. If you summon Gamma in this zone, they can go Geo, and then now they have tuner access. So you really want to make sure to summon Gamma all the way like where a driver is. And then those should also be banished. Draw Ash. It's not a crazy draw, but it's not bad. So obviously, like, it'll trade. Not very well. He's gonna use it on, like, what is he gonna use it on? Cause here he's gonna Nadir Servant, send Omega, add Ecclesia, and then Omega rip this out of grave. Because if you don't, then that's just going to be a problem every turn. He doesn't have a way to get it out besides Omega. Add punishment off Ecclesia. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he even sends Omega off a punishment too. Just keep Omega in the grave because he has no other way to interact with it. He has a lot of ways to stop the effects for one turn. Omega on Alpha. And then set punishment. Pass turn, draws prep. Alpha, oh, Zeta effect he meant. Yeah, not Alpha, that's out of grave. Said Zeta effect in grave, right? Yup, my bad. Chains Bell. Yeah, he was just saying don't have Alpha in hand, so that way he doesn't want his opponent thinking that he's somehow cheating. He caught himself pretty quickly there, but I wouldn't have said that. I would have just left it off there. But he's going to chain Bell to the effect. And then Ash the Ben 10. Yeah, so LOL on the Ash. His hand's just crazy anyways. I mean, he just keeps going. How far does he want to go, though? Because he's going to be activating punishment if he keeps going. Emergency. That's going to add Alpha, I want to say. Maybe Gamma. Yeah, adds Gamma. Then activate Prep. Oh, he messed up. Once per turn. Yeah, puts it back to hand. Said, sorry, yeah, I got too excited. I feel that with the hand traps sometimes. You just want to throw them at your opponent. He's going to add Ben 10. Now, Jesse knows that there's a bell in hand. So now it's a known card. He's going to activate Gamma, get rid of Ben 10, and bring out Zeta. And then Ben 10 effect, that's going to add Maju. He's thinking here. He's going to turn those two. Okay, goes for Herald. This card, just want to think, like, what is this going to do here? So, this scares Paulo a little bit at least, because he knows that he has a spell Trap Negate. So the punishment's turned off. But I think he's just summoning this, so when it dies, he gets to add back Ben 10, so that way he has more follow-up plays. Again, if he just keeps maximum amount of follow-up plays, he should be able to outgrind his opponent right now, because he's not having his Eldlich engine or anything right now. And he knows that there's Bell in hand and punishment set. Pass turn. And having hand knowledge is so crazy. It's actually crazy that he knows that there's Bell in hand. Draws Maximus. Do know that Jesse is on the Nova, Makaba, Elder in the extra deck. So if he goes for Maximus effect, it could be a bad scene for him. Or should say it will be a bad scene for him. This is another card that you can send if they Maximus affect you. Because it says if it's sent in your possession to the graveyard. Exactly how like the Prank Kids cards are worded. Because your possession is like all of this. Like your extra deck, hand, everything. He's going to send Omega. And then he's going to use the Herald effect. Try to add back Ben 10, Chain Bell. Poke for 15. And then Omega effect on the Gamma. Doesn't hit Zeta at a grave. Interesting. So there's Maju in hand and an unknown card. He goes for Gamma there. Gamma only summons back one. There's not another one in grave. Zeta, though, adds a ritual spell. He already has Maju. He's gone through 3 Ben 10. I don't know. Just going to have to trust Paulo here. Draws Emergency. Activate. And that's going to search Alpha. And then he's going to get rid of Alpha to bring out Zeta. Search for the ritual spell. He's thinking here. So, could Alpha, could Maju. He's going to use this. Get rid of Zeta. Bring out Ben 10. It's crazy how people just... I was watching them this weekend. They just weren't bringing out Ben 10 like ever off of this. I think it's crazy. Free body on board that you just then get rid of to bring out Alpha. Now you get so many searches. It's gonna add the Draconoids, and then add Vanity's Ruler. Add back the ritual spell with its effects, and then activate. It's gonna get rid of Draconoids, bring back Ben 10. And then tribute for Vanity's Ruler, Ben 10 effect the search. And that's going to add Herald of Orange Light. I'm still surprised that he's not summoning the Vanity's Ruler all the way to the right. Like where this Ecclesia would be, just all the way to the right instead. Because this is just the wrong zone to be summoning stuff in. You might be like, oh, but Vanity's Ruler, they can't special summon. If this effect never stops the entire game and your opponent just can't special summon, you already win that game. I think that's pretty obvious. So, if this gets negated, that's when you have a problem. So you should be summoning it all the way to the right. It's going to beat over Ecclesia. And then draw Tanky. Admits defeat, his hand doesn't do anything. And now we're going to see Jesse Cotton go first. Or not, whoa, go second. Whoa, go second. Obviously, Paulo's going to go first. Opening hand is Ash, Wakero, Maximus, Cursed, Bell. And he just can't Maximus again. Is there a reason why this is still in his deck? Like, he has to know what's in his opponent's extra deck at this point. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I don't think this should be in there. I really don't. Because just every time that's going to trigger Elder Nova. And then he has Field Spell. He's playing Beta. So he's just playing it for another name. And then Cosmic, Ben 10, Purple Light. Activate Curse, pay 8, feel great, add Lord. And then pass turn. Crazy, this just happens twice in top 4. Pass turn, draw Delta. So watch me draw 3 bricks in a row and lose to hand traps, lol. Activate. That's going to let him search Nova. And then activate Nova, bring out Alpha. Link away in the Link Karibo. Alpha effect, chain Bell. Ben 10 effect, chain Ash. Passes turn. Draws Bell. This guy in Bell. I swear, this is like his most drawn card. It's like every game we see him use it. Multiples, too. It's not just one. He's going to get the search, add Conquistador. And then Lord effects, send Link Karibo. Lord bring itself back out. He's not going to use the effect to send, I don't think. He wants to be able to keep grinding. So. Puts it in the right spot. Play around Geonator. You'll love to see it. Poke for 35. And then set Wakero. End phase Conquistador. Set Scarlet. Pass turn. Draws Herald of Orange Light. Alpha effect. Chain Wakero. Chain Cosmic to banish Wakero. Gonna get a free search. Add Ben 10. Yeah, this is rough. What's Rasta? Oh, Beta. Alright, fair enough. Everyone calls like Beta and all that by like their third name. It's just crazy because like one's Delta, which is really easy, and the other one's like Altias. Crazy. So he's gonna bring back and then Ben turn to add Maju. Normal summon Maju, activate the effect, search. He's gonna go for game. Depends on what he runs. Goes for Union Carrier. He's gonna equip Dawn Knight and then activate. Get rid of Union Carrier, bring out Ben 10. Dawn Knight effect. That's going to send Gamma. And then add back the Ritual Spell. Gamma, get rid of Ben 10. Bring back Beta. And then, oh, he's thinking on the Gamma effect. It's going to bell that. Then we're going to see Ben 10 effect. Or is he's thinking on the effect. Okay, yeah, he's going to activate it. And then add Natasha. Yeah, that's game. Natasha's crazy. He's just going to take Lord. And then poke. Scarlet, chain Purple. Bring itself out, reveal, get to draw one, draws alpha, and then activate. It's going to get rid of alpha, bring out Natasha. Natasha getting 1,000 life. Links off the Nightmare Phoenix. And then Natasha effect. And yeah, he's just going to take. And he's just going to admit defeat. Knows that it's game. That was kind of crazy. Went to game 3. We saw Paulo activate Cursed, pay 8, pass twice. Not once, but twice. Kind of incredible. So we're gonna see Jesse go to the finals. So this is actually what I needed to make my bracket better. I just wanted Drytron to get second and Virtual World to get first. That way I can say I called it. But it's only because Drytron hasn't been tested and played with enough. Or I think this deck would just win the event. Still has a chance to win the event. I mean, there's still one round left, and he's going to be going to the finals. Very good player. Obviously, you guys know Jesse Cotton. He's playing the deck that I think was the best deck for this tournament. So, never know. I'd say he has the advantage going into the finals. But, not much else to say. Let's see how long it was. It's only 39 minutes. That felt way longer. But make sure to subscribe to PRRJ Yu-Gi-Oh! On YouTube and follow Duelist Academy on Twitch. Both of the links will be in the description down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day/night.